Hey, welcome back, everybody. We're here for another episode of the Stereo Joe Show, episode number 5 to be exact. And we got an awesome show for you tonight. Our first guest is coming from New Hampshire. It's Brass Monkey. I lied, coming from United Kingdom. Second guest is coming from New York, Jason Gisser from the Jason Gisser Band. Our third guest is coming from Texas, Henry Invisible. And finally, the guest that's coming from Texas, Kevin Horan. No, I fucked this all up. I don't know who's coming from where. We're going to need to get Nick on in a couple of minutes to straighten all this out. Nick, you son of a bitch. I see you back there laughing. This is all your fault. I brought him on. He doesn't know he's on. Nick, this is all you, buddy.
I'm just as lost as you are today. I'm discombobulated this morning. Well, this night.
People, we're all off. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to pull it together right now. We got a song for you to listen to. It's from this awesome band, Minor King. We also have our new music out there on the internet from our EP, Secondhand Smoke. So we're going to show you that in a little bit. But first, let's get to Minor King. Minor King, where art thou? There they are. All right. Last but not least, let's check them out. I'll be back.
She'll blow you down, that sexy girl with a sexy smile. And if you got just a little close, you'll see. So be advised, she's very coy, you see. She's keeping eyes like a couple of bees. And if you get just a little close, you'll see. When I know that it's all over. 'Cause I know that this is true. But I know that it's all over. And I know that this is true. Go! Oh yeah, with spirits out. Oh yeah, with spirits out. I know you're tired. You're done.
All right, that is my good friends in Minor King. They are really killer, really great band. You should check them out. They probably haven't played in a minute because of COVID and everything, but you're going to love them if you do check them out. Anyway, let's welcome back Nick to the show. Nick the Viking, you already saw him. He's looking great. Hey, man, why are you so small today?
I'm teeny tiny today. Keeping it chill.
Dude, now big. Man, how'd you do that? All right. That's not screw around. Dude, how was your freaking week end?
Did you anything fun? Yeah, dude. Well, for those of you who are just joining us, we released a EP called Secondhand Smoke on 10/24. And to go along with that, you can check on our Facebook. Johnny Popko played us on the radio on Alt 92.1, debuting Can't Feel. And he also gave the Stereo Joe Show a cool shout out.
Yo, that was awesome. Johnny has hooked us up. I can't believe it. It was so funny. I was not expecting Can't Feel to be his favorite. I was really excited about it, but that's cool. You never know what people are going to like. I was like so nervous about it, but hey, oh, look, we got a lot of great people in the house. Hey, what's up, everybody? Listen, we got to give a shout out to Mateo and Caroline because they freaking saved the day. Well, Caroline drove all over New Jersey to help get us equipment and a drummer. So thank you so much. And of course, Mateo, number one, we appreciate you guys so much. Hey, Becca, what's going on? We got a bunch of people in house. All right, I'm excited. So, dude, we got some great artists from tonight. Who's from Texas?
I believe that is
Henry.
Henry.
Kevin, no.
Yes.
Yes, and Kevin is from New
Yes.
Hampshire.
Yes.
Nick is totally messing with me. Jason's from New York. I know that. No, and Brass Monkey is from United Kingdom. Jason's from New York. Henry is from Texas. And Kevin is from New Hampshire. There we go. We figured it out. I'm really excited. But anyway, yeah, and I see Ruben's here. What's up, Ruben? Thank you so much. Ruben was great. He was probably the best answer of the night. What do you think?
Oh, by far. His moves are hard to beat. And just like hard to beat, I seem to not be able to beat him in the competitions we did. If you saw last week's episode of What's That, he creamed me.
Dude, if you guys haven't seen it, you need to go to Stereo Joe on YouTube and follow us, by the way. Or you need to go to our Facebook page and watch What's That. Seriously, Nick's latest episode honestly was the best episodes, hands down. He had freaking all different types of weapons, breaking shit. I'm like, bro, what is going on? Yo, how about when you hurt your battle axe? So I was a little bit sad about that.
I was too. I almost cried a little bit. But then I bent it back and it was like it never even happened.
Dude, that was amazing. Hey, dude, let's just give a big shout out and a big thank you to the Prius that saved our butt. So thank you so much. Yeah, we really appreciate that. Dude, I got a little instrument tonight. I'm going to do a little live show for us.
Ooh, are you debuting some new music?
Dude, you're going to be rapping right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's the No, remember last time we did that? I don't think we should do that again. No, I'm only kidding. That was funny as hell, though. So, dude, I am really excited. We're going to be showing you the music in a little bit. We are going to be getting to our guests, but you know what? I was going to do a quick preview of one of the songs. Let's see if we got it right here. This was, what was it called? Around You, duh. Let's see. Let's see if we get that real quick. Hey. Nice.
All around you.
You can find this on SoundCloud.com. Stereo J.O.
All around you. 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 All around you.
That's a nice little quickie we have there. It goes quick. That was a lot of fun, man. I'm really happy we got that out. We have it available for CD now. We have it available on SoundCloud. And in just under a week, it should be up on Spotify, Pandora, iTunes, Apple Music, all that. So definitely going to want to check it out. In the meantime, check it out on SoundCloud. Show us some love. We work really hard. Anyway, Nick, I know you guys tell us about a beard real quick, and I shall return. The only bad part is,
There we go. The show couldn't be possible without our friends from the Beard Struggle, and this beard doesn't get sexy on its own. Whether you want to look good or smell good, you want to team up with the Beard Struggle. They have products for beards of all sizes, scents of any occasion, and if you're strapped for cash, we got the hookup because you use the code StereoJO. They give you 15% off at checkout. If you live in the U.S., for our U.S. fans, they'll ship to you $40 orders anywhere in the U.S. for free. And since it's the holidays, it's the perfect time to start shopping for those that want to grow their beards out. And we do want to give a little bit of shout out to people who are celebrating a holiday known as a birthday, like Mark Barry of BB Mac, Keith Urban, Natalie Merchant, and Keith Strickland of B52s.
ooh, all right. A little bit of Love Shack. All right, brother. Well, listen, man, thank you so much. We're going to be bringing you back in a few minutes to talk with Brass Monkey. So we'll get you back in a couple minutes. But until then, catch you later.
Yeah.
Oh,
Start a watch party, invite some friends, share this.
boom. Do it, or Nick the Viking will come and pillage your village. All right. With that beard. All right, guys. All the way from Northern England, we have a very special guest on tonight. Please welcome to the show, Brass Monkey. What's up?
Hi there. Hi, thanks for having me on.
Hey, welcome back. Hey, you got all cleaned up, man. You're looking good. Not that you weren't before, but now you're in. Dude, I like what you did, bro.
Yeah, I was a little disheveled for the sound check. Thanks for pointing that out. I was hoping to avoid that.
No, you look fresh, is what I mean. I thought you got your hair cut or something. You're looking good, man. But how's it going all the way over there in the United Kingdom?
Yeah, it's going great at the moment. I mean, the overall situation is a little strange. In the northeast, there's harsher lockdowns coming in, a lot of live music being cancelled, but there's people are soldiering on, still getting gigs. It's like socially distanced, controlled venues, smaller audiences, but you've got to change with the times and roll with it. For me personally, I certainly can't complain. I'm going to be recording a new single on Sunday. I'm really looking forward to that because it's big. Plans were set back by the first lockdown, so it's great to finally be releasing again. And yeah, I'm looking forward to more performances coming along. So
I'm excited to hear about this new single. What is it? Is it acoustic based? Tell us a little bit about it.
It's very different to my last two. It's kind of like more of a cheesy rock ballad, or at least I thought it was, but I've heard different things from different people. I've trialed it on. One person thought it sounded country. Another, I've been compared to Eddie Vedder a lot of times, but vocally, I didn't expect it for this song. And one person thought it was an Eddie Vedder track, and actually asked what the name was and to look it up. And so I told them it was mine, which was very complimentary. But so I'm glad people still hear that, rocky edge in it, because I am honestly as nervous as I was when I released my first single, because my first two have been bluesy rock and they went down better than I could have hoped. But this is completely different, so I'm almost starting from scratch, and I'm hoping the people in my first two singles aren't going to be turned off by something different. But you've got to branch out. I've got more bluesy rock tracks on the way. I don't want to only do genre.
That's really cool. Yeah, sometimes you can come out with a little bit of a different sound, and the fans are like, "Hey, wait a second." But I have a feeling it's going to be well received and really exciting. Now, you mentioned it was a little bit more blues rock, and you mentioned this one was a little bit Eddie Vedder / Pearl Jam feel. For your regular music or the ones you used to have, what would the people say? Like, you guys sounded like the most? Like any other, would it be Pearl Jam normally or somebody else?
I'm compared to him vocally a lot, but my tracks, Narc Magazine compared Redline to Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, and Alabama 3 said, woke up this morning from the Sopranos soundtrack, might be its closest cousin. And I can see that. It's very similar in feel, but yeah, I was originally trying to write grunge, but just everyone hears it comes out bluesy when I try and write grunge for some reason. I must just have a bit of blues in me, but and some Doors influence along the way. I did Doors.
I love it.
But I've kind of lost my thread a little bit there.
Well, anyway,
sorry.
Well, don't even worry. I was saying who you've been compared to in the past or whatever.
Yeah. Nick Cave very often, but I'm a little bit more rocky and upbeat than Nick Cave, I'd like to hope. And in compared to Alabama 3, I'm not as like funky or like rave orientated as them. I'm more acoustic based. So I've been compared to them, but I don't think I really sound like many people. One of my biggest strengths is sometimes it's better to be unique than it is to be good, because at least people remember you, And one of my biggest strengths is being quite unique. But yeah, deep gravelly vocals are my strength. I try to mix that up as much as possible so it doesn't become like monotone and samey. But if you take a bad day and put a good spin on it with pure aggression, I suppose that's the best way you can describe my tracks.
Oh, that's awesome. And because of COVID, I feel like you've probably been playing a little bit more acoustic when you've been doing your live streams. we actually have a live stream of you that we're going to be playing in a second here. You want to tell us anything about this real quick, or anything that, before that was setting up, like a complication or something you loved about it?
Yeah, a guy called Bill Graham. He's moved down to Leeds now. He set this up for us as part of the Lockdown Live program. It was called the Clumsy Alien Festival. Because he runs Clumsy Alien Records. Yeah, he's a fantastic musician, but a fantastic supporter and organizer of live music as well. So massive shout out to him. But yeah, this was from the Clumsy Alien Festival earlier in the year, and I really enjoyed doing it.
That is the coolest festival name and coolest record out label. I love it. Kudos to your friend there, and I'm glad that they're giving you the support and the artists the support. So let's listen to a couple minutes of your music, and then we'll be back, and we'll come and bring Nick in as well. All right, see you in a sec.
No place to go, just gamble. Cause girls make no money, but I already know just cheating. Cause the eyes would always laugh in my face, just feeling. I was all over the place. You got something, girl. I really talking to you. You got nothing but time. Join me on the bread line. I took the wrong road. Guess I didn't see the sign. Took a hard road. I ran circles while wasting my time. I took a long way, and I still got nothing to show. 'Cause it's the wrong way. Tell me something now I know. You got something, girl. I'm really not talking to you. You got nothing but time. Join me on the bread line. Join me on the bread line. Join me on the bread line. Come live to the wind speed and time. Took to rambling, oh yeah. Just there's no place to go. Just gambling, just roll the dice. Just couldn't make the money, what they already know. Just cheating, and the way I could. These guys would always laugh in my face. Took the feeling, yeah, the feeling right down here. I was up all the place. You got something, girl. I'm really not talking to you. You got nothing but time. Show me on the bread line.
Woo! Bread line, baby.
Show me on the bread line. Show me on the.
All right. So I was going to ask you, where do you get the inspiration for most of your songs?
Like I say, I was originally trying to write grunge. The person I most try to emulate has to be Dave Grohl. Absolutely love the Foo Fighters, and in all honesty, he doesn't consider himself as a musician so much of a spoof musician, but Jack Black really helped make rock seem accessible to me, like something I could do. You know, in the video to tribute, where there's nothing as liberating as an overweight guy ripping his shirt open and rocking out, and you know, just getting away with it through the sheer love of rock. And you know, that was actually the first song that I was confident to do vocally on karaoke, because I started out as a guitar player and not expecting ever to become a singer. And yeah, as I gained more confidence and learn more tracks, I suppose. Yeah, I started off trying to emulate Dave Grohl, but I've got a lot of like Pink Floyd, Doors influence, which, you know, they write much more complex stuff than I do. I've always tried to keep it simple and just go direct for what makes me stamp my feet, what makes my head nod. And you know, I find if I try to make things clever, they just become worse. So I don't try to be clever. I just try to stick to, you know,
just straightforward. When you started singing right away, I could hear the Eddie Vedder influence, and I do hear the Dave Grohl, like the growl a little bit, and I love him too, and I know Nick's a big fan. I know Nick wanted to ask you a question, so let me get him in here real quick. Nick, what's up, man?
Hey, it's a pleasure to officially meet you, and I thought that performance of that song was fantastic.
Dude, I just gotta say one thing. I have to up my name game here. I got Brass Monkey, Nick the Viking, and I'm just Jimmy James. I'm out of here, guys. I can't even.
Now it's beard time. So for those people that aren't familiar with your Facebook page, not only do you promote a lot of your own amazing music, but you post a lot of other amazing, talented artists as well, sharing their work as well, which is a great deed on your part. Is there one that you would like to collab with one day?
Oh, so many. There's an awesome folk artist called Sonia D. She's Irish, but she's just moved to Edinburgh, and she does a lot of stage shows. She uses unorthodox timing, and she has an incredibly soulful voice and a like minimalist approach to the tracks, very well produced. So yeah, it's completely different to what I do, and I'm not quite sure how it would work, but I would love to. I've got some ideas. I think I'd have to like see what she wanted to do instrumentally and see if I could like layer some deep backing vocals behind it or something, but that would be interesting. There's an artist I know, probably the most advanced Korean musician I know, Maddie Olds. You might have heard of her. She's a Canadian musician and absolutely awesome pop artist. I'm not sure how I would be able to turn my hand to pop, or if it would work, or if I would just mess it up. Bon Tremonto, awesome synth artist from Birmingham or Bristol. It's southwest anyway, quite a distance from me. But yeah, he's fantastic. Phil Graham, who organised the Clumsy Alien Festival, he's probably the closest to my style that I know. He's an awesome blues musician, much more of a traditionally classically trained musician than I am.
Sure.
So yeah, I probably expect him to take the lead on that as well. But yeah, I'm open for collabs with anyone. The worst that can happen is it doesn't gel or it doesn't work at the time. But
Now I was going to ask.
They're fantastic.
I was going to ask real quick. We've only got about 30 seconds left. Have you ever been able to play out of England? Did you go up to Scotland or maybe over to Ireland or even over to France or Netherlands, anywhere?
I haven't played outside the UK so far. I've got a big announcement coming up on the 29th about my big trip so far. I'm going to be playing for KB Radio Canada. I'm going to be playing the KB Radio Canada live virtual festival on the 14th of November. And I'm going to try for my single launch when I record on Sunday. If we've only got 30 seconds left, I'll just quickly say, if you want to find me, search Funk Monkey Metal. That's all one word, nothing rude, F-U-N-K, Funk Monkey Metal. Or search for me on Spotify, Brass Monkey Breadline. My singles are Breadline and Nowhere. So search Brass Monkey Breadline or Brass Monkey Nowhere, and you will find me. I'm finally starting to become visible. I've made it. I show up in searches now. It took so long.
Well, I'm so excited about your festival, and everyone go check them out. And on Facebook, you're actually under Brass Moon Key. There was a double O there. So, check them out.
My technical Brass Monkey, but my profile, if people want to send me a friend request, I've got space for more friends, and I'm always posting music on there. So, search Brass Monkey for my profile, Brass Monkey or Funk Monkey Metal for my page.
Good. All right, well, awesome. Well, we wish you the best of luck, and we better get you on the show again. And if we ever go to England, we're going to come knocking.
You're more than welcome.
All right, I'm in. I want to visit Manchester Gardens, Jimi Hendrix's house. Let's go. But all right, I'm sorry, I gotta go. But I'll catch you later, brother. Thanks so much for coming on.
See you later. My
All
pleasure.
right, so long. Nick, I'm sorry, I got to get you out of here too, though. I was feeling so sad with those beers. I had to get out of here, man. Look, I got a little one right here. He's coming in, Mom. All right,
I'm so proud.
Thank you, honey. No. All right, guys, if you're just tuning in, this is the Stereo Joe Show. We are back with season 3. I'm so excited. Nick got me a webcam for my birthday. Look, I'm like 10 times uglier now that you can see me. Ugh. But don't worry, I got someone else who's way better looking coming up next, and his voice is even hotter, guys. One of my good buddies. He has a radio station. You're going to want to hear all about it. Let's welcome Jason Gisser to the show.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's up, dude?
Not much, man. You know, crazy world we're living in these days, but
yeah, you're not kidding. How many shows did you cancel this year?
oh man,
Just kidding. Too many, right?
a couple hundred.
Damn, bro. Damn. Oh, I was sad about like 20, but damn.
Yeah.
So, well, then, all right, let's go on to the good news. The good news is the radio station is taking over the world, bro. Tell us a little bit about it real quick.
Soul Mouth Radio. We do we play all original. I shouldn't say all. We play only original independent artists. And we're musicians and we're picky. So it's not just like an internet radio station where they just let all their friends go out and play. We're picky about it. I mean, it's gotta have feel. And we don't do it by genre, we do it by feel, which is the way they did it in the 50s and 60s and early 70s. And then everything became genre based. But back then, you got to look, if you're looking at music like a feel, right? So if you listen to rock music, your mellow part would be like, I don't know, maybe Pink Floyd. And then like your heavy part would be like Black Sabbath or something. Ooh. So if you look at the difference between Pink Floyd and Black Sabbath, it's not really all that much. You know, when you really think about it in the grand scale of everything music, it's not that much. But if you went from like, I don't know, like Lionel Richie to Black Sabbath, well then Black Sabbath sounds a hell of a lot heavier. And Lionel Richie sound, you know, like if you put Black Sabbath and Sepultura next to each other, you'd be like, yeah, they're both metal bands. So when you listen to the radio, I kind of believe that you want those ups and downs. You know what I mean? You want those moments of, hey, you could listen to metal and then have 2 metal songs on and then hear a funk song and be like, I've never heard any metal guys say, I can't stand Tower of Power. You know what I mean? Yeah,
exactly. And that's what's exciting too, is it's good to get out of your genre sometimes and experience new music. It really is.
Now, especially if you're a musician, it helps you write.
So much. You know, Yngwie Malmsteen said one of the best things I ever heard. He was like, if you want to be a great guitarist and you're only studying other guitarists, that's what all the other guitarists are doing. You got to study other musicians like trumpet, violin, and so it's really crazy. But now I knew you got this awesome radio station, and I'm coming back to it. But now you got an awesome band. So tell us a little bit about the Jason Gisser band.
Yeah. So the original version of the band, I really liked it. I mean, I liked the guys. And we had a really good sound. And then when that band had split up, we put it together with a few other guys, and it never really gelled. So then slowly we became this version of it, and it's a 5-piece, and we play soul rock. So it's rock. It's a little heavier than the original version, mainly because our drummer, I mean, he was from I don't know if you ever heard of SATO. They're actually a Black Sabbath tribute band. But,
I was gonna say it sounded a little familiar, but yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So they're legendary. They've been playing forever, and so he plays drums with us now, and he hits a lot harder, and he has more fills and stuff like that than our other drummer. Our other drummer was a real pocket drummer, and I love him. I mean, not even just his playing, but his personality. Big Thirsty, big ups to him, man. He was awesome. And then Jimmy Criffo is our drummer now, and he's a beast. I mean, this guy was made for the big stage and doing his thing. And then our bass player, I mean, he toured with a band in like the late 80s to the 90s, but really like really heavy metal. And
Oh wow.
and then he's from there he was doing just a lot of studio work for different people, and he's played all over the world and stuff. And so I was actually surprised that he said he would do it, and he's amazing. And then our guitarist is really like he's kind of an anomaly. Do you know Vinny from Alpha Male Gorillas? They call him the Don.
I think
From
so.
Madstock. Okay, so he hooked me up with him. We were looking for a guitarist for a while, and Vinny's like, I don't know why I didn't think of this before, but I know this guy, and he's great. We were just jamming in our basement, and he just walked in and he picked up a guitar and started playing, and he was good, so we let him stay. I was like, really? I was like, okay. These guys, Vinny is one of the guys that owns Madstock Music Festival.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if you were walking into his house with an instrument, and you're good. You could probably hang out for a little while.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he loves music, man. And then so then he's unbelievable, man. He plays with a ton of soul. He doesn't play what you think a normal guitarist would play. Like he takes you on a different trip. You know what I mean? And we love that. He's really his name is Danny McBride. He's just incredible. He's from Newburgh. And then our keyboard player, Craig, he played in some metal bands in the 80s. He's from Pennsylvania originally. When he came to us, it was I was playing a gig. We were looking for a keyboard player, and it was at Max's on Main in Beacon, and all of a sudden Richie comes up and he's like, "Hey man, you guys looking for a keyboard player?" And I was like, "Actually, we are looking for a keyboard player." And he's like, "Oh, hang on a second, sit right here." And then he brought Craig up, and so we talked for a little while, and he was just such a nice guy. And I was like, "There's no way this guy's good. There's no way, he's too nice to be good. Like it can't be this perfect."
Yeah, like someone comes up to you and they fall right in your lap.
Yeah, he's a rep. He's a rep for Roland keyboards.
Oh shit! So he's good.
Yeah, when he sat down to play, like we started playing, he didn't touch his keyboards. He just started taking notes. And I looked at the bass player and Danny, and he looked at Danny Horvachek is his name. He looked back at me and he was like, "He's taking notes."
You're like,
this guy's taking notes. So
right
we
away,
both
like,
love that about him. And then he comes and kills it every time. And he's like, got such a good positive attitude. So that's the band, man. And we just started gigging again just before COVID hit. But we're finishing up an album in the studio, and we're going to do a live album soon. And we're trying to get things done while we can't play.
Well, I'm excited, and we're going quick here at the time. So now you didn't tell me about one person in the band, the amazing singer and the main songwriter of the band, you. But tell me like 20, 30 seconds about you, and then I'm going to go right to your performance.
I started playing music because I suffer from depression, have my whole life. I started playing at 9 years old. I play a ton of different instruments and sing. I love to engineer and all that stuff. And so I brought, a bunch of songs to these guys. And, I love Prince, Chris Cornell. Like, I love these guys with soul, range, power. Like that's what I really dig. And I was glad to put this whole thing together,
Well, you certainly have that power. Chris Cornell, you remind me of him. And so anyway, all right, I'm going to love you from the sidelines. I'll be right back. I can't wait to hear you, man. I'll be right back.
There we go. Can't Won't you shine on me? I've been living hard, babe. Can't you see? You keep me strong when I am weak. Here for me, babe, when I cannot speak. But shine a light for you. And all the crazy things you do. Though we walk the world alone, without a home. You came to light, won't you drive me in? I've been living hard, babe, in this life of sin. You help me strong when I cannot be. I will love you, baby, and I will drive to shine the light of you. And all the crazy things you do. Though we walk the world alone, without a home. And I say candlelight, I am so very tired. Keep me strong, baby. She ain't my wife. And I wanna bring you home when it's time to sleep. And all your loving I keep. Gonna shine the light for you. And all the crazy things you do. Though we walk the world alone, without a home. Without a home, all right. Ooh, yeah, yeah, I see my candlelight, you shine on me, babe. I said my candlelight, oh, you shine on me. Oh, you shine on, yeah, shine on.
Woo woo! Yeah, Jason. That's that voice I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, man. I just kind of made that one up. I wasn't really sure where I was going with it. So,
Oh, well, dude, it was great. Mateo said I'm quitting and finding a new career. So obviously, people are blown away. Let's get Nick on here. Nick, I know you were jamming back there. What are you thinking?
Are you sure you're not Chris Cornell?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
That was
He's
fantastic.
amazing. You know, I got to tell you, you know who's got a really, if you listen to Soul Mouth Radio, there was a guy on there that we have on there all the time, Ian Flanagan.
Oh,
He is on The Voice right now.
yeah, I saw that in our chat.
Yeah, he just got picked up by Team Blake.
That's fucking awesome.
So you know what I think? You know what I think is great about that? You look at the mainstream music industry, and they never grabbed him, but we found him, and we've been playing him on Soul Mouth Radio for 2 years.
God, please find Stereo Joe someone. No, and find Gisser band. No. Well, dude, I love it, man. And you can check out this radio station because you have an app right on iTunes, right on the App Store, right? And Google.
Yeah, if you have an Android, then you go to Google Play, and if you have an iPhone, then you go to the Apple App Store.
Yeah, the App Store. Yeah, I can't believe. Yeah. See, wow, Mom, look at this. I'm friends with a radio guy, Mom. Look at that. She's gonna be so impressed. So, dude, everyone should go download it. I finally cleared space on my phone and downloaded it. I'm so excited. You guys just got a new building too, right? You guys are really moving up.
Yeah, so we have the keys and everything. We're just waiting for them to redo the inside and stuff. But it's a park, and then the other end of the park is a big amphitheater. And
nice.
So what we want to do is, and the mayor, we had this whole deal with the mayor to get the building because it's in the park, and then also to get the amphitheater as well. And he was like, yeah, one of the parts of taking this over is that you'd have to run the shows at the amphitheater. Like, you pick who plays and this and that. And I was like, that's right up our alley. Like, that's exactly what we do.
Like, wow.
So, yeah, so we'll be able to put on these shows there. And I know a guy who films VR.
Ooh.
So this amphitheater is right on the waterfalls, right on there's like the part of the swoop of where the seats, and then you have the stage down on the bottom, right? And then right behind the stage is the waterfalls. So
damn,
I would love to have bands come play there, and then set up the VR guy to shoot them in VR. So that people that use the Oculus and stuff, they put it on, and there they are at Soulmouth Radio Amphitheater checking out a band in like as if they're there.
That is so cool. If you need a tenant, they just like to stay there to like keep an eye on it. I know a guy who knows a guy. But real quick, I'm sorry, we're at that time. It was at the conversation here. Tell us where to find you so everyone can contact you so they can play this awesome amphitheater and get on the radio station if they got the chops.
Okay, so if you want to send music to the radio station, it's soulmouthrecords@yahoo.com. Just send MP3 files, WAV files, however you can send it. Send it. Don't send videos. We're a radio station. All right. And then for the band, it's the JasonGisserBand.com. And you can find us on Facebook, Jason Gisser Band, and also Soulmouth Radio. But yeah, download the app, man. It's killer music, and we're coming up on almost 1,000 songs. That's
awesome. And trust me, you're gonna want to download it. It's great to discover new artists and support, the music out there. So, heaven knows that the big guys already have enough of the pie. Let's give it to some of the up and coming artists. So, Jason, awesome to have you on. We're getting you on again. It's been too long, 4 months. I can't believe that's a sin. All right, bro. I love you. Check out the Jason Gisser Band, everyone. See you next time, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Dude, he is awesome. He is the man. Go check out Jason Gisser Band. Nick, I got you for 1 minute. Let me get you back. Nick, how the hell are you?
I'm doing great, man. And I just want to remind everybody, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, the notification bells. If you're watching on Facebook, start a watch party. We have more guests coming up, and the night is far from over.
We do. And I'm going to give you a quick preview of our song, Ghost. All right, that's our new song, Ghost. I'm going to show that again in a little bit, but thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. All right, next, We got up in one-man band. I can't wait to meet this guy. He does it all. This is Henry Invisible. Let's welcome to the show.
What's going on? How you doing?
Yo, what's up, Henry? How's it going?
Dude, I'm excited. I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great.
Dude, I am excited too. I see you got your controller there. You got your shades on. I see drums behind you. You literally do it all.
Well, man, I'm trying. In fact, I don't have everything up here because we just did a couple of shows this weekend. That's why when I sent you a message today, I was like, man, I'm not going to be able to do a song, but I sent you the video. I hope you got the video.
Good. I think, Nick, can you hear me back there? Nick, did you send me the video? Okay, well, I'm going to pull it up while we're talking here. Perfect.
Cool, man.
Perfect. Good. So, yeah, dude, I love this setup, and you sound crystal clear. That's awesome, man. So you do this a lot. You live stream a lot.
Yeah. Yes, I started doing the live stream sometime last year, and then when it hit the pandemic, I was like, I went pretty hard on it, and we're at episode number 88 this week. And we go live every Friday on my channels and stuff, and we got our own television show now in Austin.
Oh,
And yeah, it's been nutty. So yeah, definitely just been trying to fine tune it and stuff. I mean, there's still a lot of tweaks I got to do, but you know how it goes.
I heard Austin is the place to be actually right now. I heard it's like the music capital of America. That's awesome, man. And how cool is it that you started live streaming before all this hit? So when it finally did, you guys were ahead of the game, ready to go with it. That sounds awesome. What's been your favorite experience so far on live streaming?
Well, it started pretty much very humbly. I was just making some beats and I was just writing some songs, and then I started turning it into a songwriting exercise. So I guess my favorite part about it is that it's evolved into this whole thing where, I've written a song for each episode. So 88 songs so far and going strong, and there's a lot of new material. There's a couple of albums worth of good music in there. So yeah, things have been going pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so you guys been doing the band a while. I see you do everything. What did you start to learn first? And then how did you get into everything else?
So yeah, I was a guitar player. I probably got started about 10, 11.
Oh, wow.
And just been doing it for a while, and had a couple of bands, toured the country, some large bands up to 13 pieces, down to rock and roll fuzzy trios. But I was usually the guitar player and the singer. And then when I was living in New York, I lived in New York for about 10 years, Lower East Side, Manhattan. And I was playing bass and playing guitar and doing some keys and doing a lot of studio work while I was there. So I kind of picked up the other things. And, well, bands always break up as soon as things are happening good. So I decided to go ahead and just try to do it all myself. And then started producing music, started engineering and all that kind of stuff. So
you're not kidding. Sometimes it feels like as soon as you release great songs, the band just goes boom. How have you been able to overcome all that and just keep going like a machine?
You have to, man. You have to keep going. And I don't know if you know this, but I recently signed with Bootsy Collins from Parliament Funkadelic, and he.
Oh my God, I didn't. Congratulations, that's awesome, bro.
Thank you very much. Thank you. He just dropped a new record on Friday. It's called The Power of the One, and I'm on a couple of tracks. And yeah. That's why I got the sparkly jacket, man. You got to get your funk card, man. You can't just walk into anywhere with it.
They weren't just gonna let you laugh without that. You're like, I'm here, I'm ready.
No, yeah, but yeah, I went and auditioned for him in January at the Winter NAMM in California, and we got the gig. And so since then, we've been working with him on a bunch of different things, and there's a lot more to come too. Yeah. He just had a heck of a release party, by the way, with Victor Wooten, George Benson, Taz, and like some newer, younger cats, and just a whole bunch of people. And I'm on there too. And
that's
just
awesome. I had the pleasure of meeting Victor Wooten and seeing him perform. My friend's friends with him, and he is freaking monster. I've been watching him since I saw him in '98 with Dave Matthews. He's amazing.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
So good. Now, you seem to like rub elbows with an awesome group of people. Who was your number one like influence growing up that you were just like, I love this person? Did you ever get to meet them or?
I didn't. Jimi Hendrix.
I love you, bro. Me too, dude. I got my poster right there. Oh, no kidding. So
yeah, I mean, you know, the first record I picked up was Out of Order. You know, like a lot of people kind of start with maybe Axis Bolded or whatever, but I started with Electric Ladyland and it was just, you know, just from the first hit that.
And the Gods Made Love. I know.
Yeah. And then you come to find out that that's all like guitar noises and stuff, and it just blew my mind, and I just followed him so hard. And but yeah, I mean, Guitar Hero, Hendrix, and then when it came to bass, I was really into, of course, Bootsy Collins, but also Jaco Pastorius, and when it came with keys, it was Herbie Hancock, and it came with drums and percussion, it was like Tito Puente, and I mean, I just, you know, listen to a bunch of different kinds of music, and yeah, I'm a DJ too, by the way. I heard your last guest say that he's got a radio station, and I've got a radio station as well. It's bootsyradio.com. I've curated an entire 24/7 radio station. We got DJs coming in from around the world, and it's just 24/7 funk and soul. So definitely check that out too.
That's awesome. Definitely go check that out. I'm gonna need that again. I know it's bootsyradio.com, I believe, but I need to remember that after the show.
Right
Nick
on.
will get it down for me. He's great.
Right on, yeah.
So I got your music here. Actually, I want to get to this real quick. I'm so super excited, man. Dude, you're freaking awesome. So all right, I got it right here. It's called Moves, right?
Yeah, this is a new jam. It was written as one of the 88 jams, and it's called Moves. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to be back in just a couple minutes. Let's check it out, baby.
Cool.
Hey, check it out, y'all. Yeah. I love to see you dancing on top of the world. Take my hand now, babe. Let me give you a twirl. You got the best moves in town. You got the best moves in town. Can you feel the music from the people around? Let the music take you where you're lost and bound. You got the best moves in town. You got the best moves in town. If you wanna party down, get started. Yeah, I wanna tell you, come on now, we got to keep on moving through it. Yeah, I wanna love it. I can't get this going, come on. You know what I'm saying out there? Come on, baby.
I definitely do. I can't turn it off yet. The guitar is just about to come on. I'll be right back.
Keep going. Keep going.
All right, we are back with my best friend Henry Invisible. I've known him a long time. We go way back. Tell me everything I know. Yo, that was freaking awesome, man.
Thank you so much. Yeah, what your viewers probably don't know, the music that was in there. So I threw down the bass, and I threw down some drums, and then I threw down some drums, and then, it kind of accumulates into this groove, and then probably about, it takes just a few minutes to build, and I build a couple of things, and then I jam on it. So that's what but thank you for showing that.
Dude, I was about to stop it because I wanted to talk to you more, but then I saw you pick up the guitar. I was like, all right, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And then he picked up. I was like, oh, he really did like Jimi Hendrix. I'm seeing now.
Oh man, yeah. So that funk trio that I was in, it was called Star Child. It was basically just like some really gritty rock and roll, fuzzy guitar stuff, and yeah, man, this is like Eddie Hazel sound, that Jimi Hendrix sound, all that goody stuff.
It was awesome. Nick, I caught you dancing back there. How were you feeling on it?
Nick,
As you can tell by my hair, I was rocking out.
the Viking, Nick.
That song just got better and better with every new layer.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Absolutely. I know a lot of hard work goes into that, which does lead me to a question that I'm sure a lot of people are wondering. Is there like a pro and a con that you want to tell people that for being a solo artist or one-man band?
I mean, when I first got started, I was like, it's kind of a trip because, I really enjoy playing with other people. I mean, like I said, my whole life I've been in large ensembles, 13 pieces, toured the country for like 7 years and in a van. And, just it's a lot of fun being with my brothers and, and doing all that stuff. But I got to be honest with you, though. I mean, just the whole writing and the whole production side of it and everything is just the challenge in itself has turned into like this really cool, fun game, kind of just to make it like more expressive and just more fluid musically. So I've grown a lot from it. So yeah, I absolutely love being a solo artist at this point. But I'm gonna be playing with Bootsy. I'm gonna be playing keys with Bootsy Collins and stuff. So I think that's kind of a band I would join. So it's all right. It's working out.
Now, you mentioned you recently just worked on that album, and you were saying you did other studio work. Anyone else of note that you like want to mention that you worked on?
This cat named Omar Apollo. He's blowing up in Europe right now, and I did a track with him and Bootsy. And then I just actually I've been pretty much writing my solo stuff over the last few months, getting ready to start releasing everything in 2021 right at the beginning. So kind of staying not so extra busy, not so extraneously busy, and just staying in the studio and just recording and writing a whole bunch myself. So
well, if you need a dancer to dance with you on stage, I know
you Jimmy.
All right, if you really want it, dude, I swear to God, I would be so skinny because all I would do is move the whole show. Like dude, I literally was just loving it, bro. It was really, really fun, man.
That's classic.
I love about this show is we get to bring in so many different people. So you got a TV show and a radio show. We only got like a couple minutes, but real quick, we hear all about this.
Okay, yeah. So my television show, it's called The Love Stream. It comes on 9 p.m. Central every Friday. So that's 10 p.m. you guys. It's on Roku. It's on Apple Television, as well as just local, a local station in Austin. But it's also on my Facebook pages. I have a Love Stream page. So facebook.com/Lovestream or facebook.com/Henry Invisible. And you can follow me anywhere, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, at Henry Invisible. I'm at that place in my website, henryinvisible.com and that kind of stuff. But yeah, and then the radio station, bootsyradio.com. And that's every Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Central. And I do a whole bunch of mixing of some funk records and that kind of thing. So
nice. Well, listen, man, clear a friend on Facebook so you can add me. No, I'm sure you're maxed out, dude. You got a lot of friends. So I'm going to be finding you real soon. You're awesome. So glad to got the pleasure to meet you. Everyone, you better go check out Henry Invisible or you're missing out, man. You really are.
Hey, guys, thank you so much for having me on the show. I really do appreciate you guys calling me up, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolute. Oh, shoot. There we go. Sorry. Absolute
We got rid of Nick the Viking.
No. I wanted to put this up. You killed it, bro. And you really did. That was the last guy that was on. He's an amazing singer as well. He's talented. You
killed it. That was beautiful. Jason, you sounded great. I definitely want to send you some stuff. So let's contact. Yeah.
I love it. That's what it's all about. Well, Henry, honestly, so nice to meet you. I'll be following you. Thanks for coming on, bro.
You too, brothers. All right. Peace.
Catch you later.
Take care.
Nick, I'm sorry. I got to let you go, too. I got another guest waiting in the wings, but we'll be back. Thanks for finding Henry. It was awesome, bro. I love you. Talk to you a little bit. All right. If you're just tuning in now, start a watch party. We got one more exciting guest, Kevin Horan. He's coming from New Hampshire, Not quite Canada, but he's almost there. And then after that, Nick and I have a couple articles showing you some new music as well, and today in music. So definitely an awesome part of the show left. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Start a watch party. We love you. All right. Like I said, we're going up north. The leaves are already falling down, but that's okay because Kevin's going to bring the beauty right now. What's up, Kev?
Greetings. Hello.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you? I'm busy. I'm looking at Henry Invisible.
Yes.
I've been sitting here looking at Henry Invisible because that was some badass.
Yo, that was a lot of fun.
I just sent him an Instagram. I'll follow you to the end of the world, Henry Invisible.
Yes. Henry's got the phone in his hand. He just got it. I can see him. No,
thank you.
That was great, man. Well, listen, we were in Texas. Now we're up in New Hampshire. Is it cold there? What is it like right now?
It's cold. It's actually cold right here. I'm in my little barn, my attached barn, and we just bought this house. We have no heat back here, and but it's a little chilly. I think we're supposed to get some snow later this week, actually.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Hey, Henry said right back at you, Kevin. So
yes, yes, Bootsy.
Good.
Tell Victor I love it when he flips that bass around his back. That's quite something.
I was like this far from. You can't see this far from Victor's brother. I got to meet two of his brothers.
Future Man?
No. He
Oh.
was Reggie, who plays guitar, and then Joe, who plays keys. Joe's in Steve Miller Band. He's a cool dude too. They're all sick ass musicians.
Yeah.
But Victor was the youngest, and he started when he was 3. That's how he's so amazing. But enough about him. Let's get into you. I mean, I want to talk about Vic. I love him, but I want to hear your story, man. How did it all begin?
I've got 3 brothers, and I think I was just introduced to a lot of different music growing up. My oldest brother was really into like some of the hair bands, and then Aerosmith, and then that kind of clicked. And then I just loved rock and roll. I used to be one of those kids out in my front lawn with like a tennis racket, just pretending like I'm Marty McFly at the end of Back to the Future, and I kicking the amp and then 4th grade, I joined the band, and then I asked a friend if he wanted to start a band, and we started Sharp Stuff. And we wrote and recorded and started the band all in one day.
Shit, okay.
Yeah.
And you started off right with guitar then, or did you do something else?
No, I mean, we were playing with pencil boxes and Casio keyboards and guitars that had no strings on them. But no, then once I got older, I was actually started as a drummer, and I thought I would be a drummer and I still am a drummer. They're actually back here. But I was in some bands. I was in a band in college. We were called Fate Hates Us. We always got mistaken we got put on bills with all these heavy bands, but we were like, it was like 2002. So it was like Dave Matthews was at his height. So we were kind of like that kind of band.
I love Dave.
Yeah. I was connecting when you guys were talking about Victor Wooten. I was like, oh yes.
When I saw Vic, I'm sorry to go back to when I saw him play. Thing where he would just shout out a time signature and the whole band would switch like that. He did it like 8, maybe like 5 times in a row. It was like, I'm like, damn, bro, they were all so amazing. But
another level. It's Henry Invisible level.
Henry's pretty. So are you. So I can't wait to get to you in a minute.
Yeah.
2 songs from you, which I'm excited about.
Yeah, thank you.
Mention you're in 2 bands. So tell me, I think one was Stone Road.
So so years later, years went on, and I actually started picking up the guitar and writing my own material. It took me a long time to get decent at it, and then about 4 years ago, I think 3 or 4 years ago, my wife and I moved to Providence, Rhode Island, and I just wanted to meet some people and reached out to. There was a group looking for a singer for a '90s cover band, and I thought, well, they've got to be about my age. I'm almost 40, but and then I connected with the drummer, my drummer Brian, and I absolutely loved his playing. It was just the exact style I was really kind of looking for. And then we kind of branched off and started doing our own thing. And then and so we brought my cousin Mike into it. He's just an absolutely ridiculous guitar player. And then we just Craigslist got lucky and found Phil. He was, when I met Phil, I walked into the band room and I just walked in and I go, he's hired. He had the pony, he had the Grateful Dead shirt on, the badass beard, and I was like, yeah.
It's like, I'm ready to jam, man.
Yeah. So the Stone Road Band, we've been playing a couple years. We just released our first album, Alive at Dusk, last year. It's a live album. We played a couple of shows and just kind of slammed some songs together. We worked with our friend Vinny Bellows at 476 Productions on that, and it's now. But now we don't see each other. So
I know. And you know what? There is a conspiracy going around, and I was thinking the same thing. You're not almost 40. You're just joking. I know it's true. You're turning 30, bro. Don't try to. You're trying to get all Sean Connery on me, getting all there.
Yeah. I hated it when I was a kid because, like, my little brother, he started losing his hair before at like 16, and he was the football player, and he was a bigger guy, and then I was just this scrawny little runt, and that looked like he was, in the 8th grade when he was a senior in high school. And everybody said, one day that's going to pay off.
And it did, brothers. Who's laughing now? No.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think one of your brothers tuned in, actually. Mike, I think it is. So Mike's watching.
That's my cousin. He's in our band, the Stone Road Band.
Oh shit. Okay, cool.
So Mike, and I'm biased, but when I first moved here, I moved to New England, 2004, and from Columbus, Ohio, where I grew up. And Mikey was he was only, 14 or something when I moved here, 14, 15. So I actually took him to some of his first guitar lessons. And I remember saying, like, kid, maybe one day you'll be good enough to get up on stage with me, with your old pappy. And now he's a million times better a guitar player than I am. And I mean, he plays just some of the most tasteful solos I've ever seen. And anyway,
that's awesome.
Oh,
I love it. And it must be so cool to play in the band with a family member, but that's awesome.
Yeah.
Right. Let me jump off stage. We got 2 killer songs we're about to hear, and I'll be back at the end.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. No, thank you, bro. I can't wait.
Thanks, everybody. Hope you're out there hanging out and feeling good. This is a song I wrote for my wife, Jill, and I called it Helen. Keep thumbing my way to the end of the world for you. Can't keep my hands to myself because it feels so wrong. Turn the lights down low. Make my way to you. See it all unfold. Make the world go round as I follow you. Keep me on my toes. Keep you here with me on my fingertips. Just make sure I know You can take what you want out of me. Here we go now. All this time I've got standing where I need, down here on my knees, begging you for more if you would, but you keep me on my toes. Keep you here where you want me to be, but you just make sure I know there's no end to the way that you move now. I want you. Keep me coming back for more because it's what you do. Don't you see it? Can't you feel it? Well, I'm gonna give you anything you want because you need it so. Don't you let me go. Pull your hair back from your eyes. Let me look into the reasons I would die for you. Keep me on my toes. Keep you here with me. I'll be waiting now. Keep me up all night. For the rest of them, wait till the sun comes. I keep me coming back for more because it's what you do. Don't you see it? Can't you feel it? Well, I'm gonna give you everything you want because you need it so. Don't you let me go. Yeah, now don't you see it? Can't you feel it? Well, I'm gonna give you everything you want because you need it so. Don't you let me go. Thank you very much. All right. I got the jitters out. I was a little nervous, so I'm sorry if I was a little jittery. Now I'm even more jittery. So I'm going to play one more song. This is a song. It's on my band, the Stone Road Band. It's on our album, Alive at Dusk, and it's called Friend of the Fire. I don't even know why I picked this up. Drink. All right, sorry. Here we go. It's all my fault. One trip and fall. Can anyone see I'm still here? Buried alive with all my fear. Take away time and all its progress. Go away to find my way. Boom. Skipping like stone across this water. Time's left to burn, but it keeps getting hotter. Can anyone see I'm still here? It's getting too hard to think clear. sadness, drift away to find my home. Come watch it burn down slowly, and you can away. It's up to you to stop the fire and its flames. Hey, 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 oh, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah. This again. I want to wash my hands on clean. Just look at me in spite of you. I'm carried along and I made it through. Now, come watch it burn down slowly, and you can fade away. It's up to you to stop the fire and its burn. Yeah. And oh, yeah. Watching burn down slowly, and you can fade away. It's up to you to stop the fire and its burn. Now, come watch it burn down and fade away. It's up to you to stop the fire and the flame. Oh. Thank you very much. I can't hear you. I lost audio or something.
Oh, shit.
There he is.
My joke was ruined. I said I just got off the phone with Carter and Stefan. They said they're leaving Dave. Dude, I hear the influence big time. And my buddy Jason also mentioned an old school David Bowie influence. And I really hear both of them. Dude, that was phenomenal. Dude, I love it, man. Your voice is growling 1 second. The next second, you're doing like a little falsetto over the top. You're so dynamic with it. Really great job, bro. Really great job. I'm going to bring Nick on too.
Thank you so much for having me. This is super cool.
Yo, man. And I can tell the second song you were ready. First song was really nice, man. Second song, you were like, all right, I'm ready to kiss. Love it, man.
Thanks. It's
Both of them.
Way cooler with the band.
I'm sure I could tell, bro. I bet.
I'm sure it sounds great with the band, but dude, you sounded fantastic tonight. Everyone was loving you. And both songs were a little bit different, but dude, your voice just fits so well with it.
God, thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, one's definitely poppier, and the other one's more slit your wrists.
No, but both of them are fantastic, and I'm a huge fan of both styles.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we like to play a little bit of everything.
Dude, I was your percussionist this whole time. You didn't even know it, bro.
You had a band.
Well, I wanted you to join. We tried it a little bit in sound check. You know, I thought we next time maybe.
I didn't want to screw you up, dude, because you were really rocking it, man. So, what are your plans for next year? If we go back to normal.
I hope we get to play a couple shows. We don't get to play too much. We're all, you know, we're a little bit older and families and all that stuff. So we get to play here and there and mostly play a little in Providence, but we played a little bit up here in New Hampshire as well. But I don't know. I think right now we're just kind of having fun working on the virtual. We're recording. We're doing some recording, so that's fun. We recorded that first song that I played. I think that might show up one day. Ooh. But we're thinking about maybe next spring dropping something. It would be our first studio effort. So.
Oh, really? That'd be awesome. I'd love to hear that with everybody else in it. Oh, it was because it was really impressive, man. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And I noticed aside from your music that you post, you also started doing another series called Drumming Around the Car. And you did post a cool video recently where you did some pumpkins. And I thought that was very innovative, just drumming on some different stuff.
Yeah.
Is there anything on the horizon that's different that you would like to drum on that's a little abnormal?
I'm thinking about it. You know, I've been so that with each one, that thing just came kind of out of nowhere. I'm starting a lessons business. Just trying to get, you know, I'm not doing the office thing anymore, and I thought, well, I got to start doing some things to kind of get out there, and so I started having fun with videos, and then I was just like drumming around, and I was like, I should just do like, you know, my drum instructor when I was in high school always said, if you got a pair of sticks, you can make a drum out of anything. So, and he always said the turn signal makes a really good metronome. So. And then I just said, maybe this would be kind of fun. Each episode has gotten a little more interesting, and the pumpkin thing kind of came last second because I was waiting for my wife to go pick pumpkins and apples, and I was drumming on the pumpkins while I was waiting for her, and I just started going, I was like, oh shit, that would be kind of fun. And then but I have no idea what's next because I don't know. I feel like I hit the ceiling.
I love it that your wife is like, oh, he's drumming. He's drumming. I died when I saw that. That's funny. And dude, my friend is the same way. He's a drummer, and like no matter where we are, we used to work together at a bank. He's like over in the corner,
yeah.
I'm like, dude,
take any rolls.
What's going on? And he's like perfect too. It's crazy, but. So you play drums, and this drumming you said started in 4th grade with your buddies and your pencil box band and all that. Yeah. So you've been doing this cool percussion stuff for a long time now.
Yeah, and that's, you know, I think why I gravitated towards it. Well, also most of my heroes played one of these, but there's just such a percussive element to the acoustic guitar that I mean, I think you could probably tell there's a rhythmic style to how I play, especially that first song is just very thumpy and. I always tell, like, I've got a couple of guitar students, and I always tell them, you know, you should really listen to drummers and maybe even thinking of picking up a pair of sticks, because I think we all know in bands that drums are the backbone of the band. And we were talking Dave Matthews earlier. I mean, Dave Matthews is a great songwriter, but Carter Beauford, if you don't have Carter Beauford in that band, I don't know if Dave Matthews' band is where he is right now. You know?
Agreed. And they're the only one jersey with someone's last name on it. It's Carter, so funny at the show. It's like everyone knows he's the best. Like
there's only one drummer I think I've ever seen that has his own like sports uniform. You know?
Literally, and he's well deserving of it too.
Yeah.
My one friend's kid got his drumsticks. He handed it to him. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Do I have time for like a quick funny story?
Yeah.
It's sort of funny. So my friend Kenny and me and a few of my friends, we went and saw Dave Matthews, and this it was right before I got married, and so it was like a month before, and we were like 18th row, 12th row, something like that, and Carter's throwing out his sticks, and one lands like right jammed between the seat in front of us and us, and my buddy Kenny just dives for the thing, but his hand reaches at the same time that a 10-year-old boy reaches the stick. But my friend starts fighting this 10-year-old boy with the stick. He's like, "Come on, man!" And then the kid actually, like, his foot went through the seat, so like his knee got jammed, and I hope Kenny's watching. And his knee gets all jammed up, and then the kid's like, "Whoa, dude!" I was like, "Okay, Kenny, we're taking it too far." Although I did think, I'm like, this is probably this kid's maybe first or second show. I've been seeing this damn band for like 20 years. That is my stick.
Kid, put in the work. We deserve it.
We bumped into him later on the way out, and the kid was limping.
That's the best Dave Matthews story I've ever heard, to be honest with you. I love that. That's so funny.
Oh, shit.
Well, listen, where do we find all your stuff? How do we get in touch with you?
So I'm in a few places. I've got the Stone Road Band. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram, Stone Road Band. And it's the Stone Road Band. We're thestoneroadband.com. You can find me, kevinhoranmusic.com. If there's anybody out there, I do virtual lessons as well. So you can hit me up on there. And I think that's it. And then I'm on Instagram as well, Kevin Horan Music, with some underscores.
Dude, I love it. There's some links. Everyone go check them out. Bro, you were great. I'm really glad to close the show with you. You were awesome. I hope you had a fun time.
I had a blast. And Nick, thanks. This was so crazy. I woke up this morning, posted the song online, and then Nick reached out and said, "Hey, you want to be on a show tonight?" I was like, "I've never done that before." So thank you very, very much. This is super cool.
Well,
and thank you for what you are doing. This is an amazing thing to see people doing and seeing. I mean, Brass Monkey from England, and Jason was beautiful and soulful, and
Henry Invisible. Yeah. Oh God. We'll get in touch with everybody.
Yeah.
Radio stations. We'll get you out there. And I just met Henry tonight, but he seemed like a great dude. And Jason genuinely is a great guy. So he even said, "Great job, brother."
Thanks, Jason.
I love it, man. Building connections. How cool would it be if we all could like hang out at a show one day? Maybe a Dave Matthews concert. I'm totally in.
Or one of your shows. I'll come to. You guys aren't that far. Jersey is a few hours, so
I want to start making it up north more. So we're coming up that way. And I got family in Maine, right in Portland. So I'm always kind of
beautiful.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So definitely. But you were great. Your family's great. They were funny. Mike said to have the kid's mom was super mad. I thought that was freaking hilarious. But
oh, that's right. He was there. That's right. She was pissed.
That was awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, dude, that's what you get, man. It's like a foul ball or a home run. You're going for that ball.
It's my 30th something show. It's like, come on, kid. You've got time to get it out.
We got to be friends, man. I can tell I like you. 30 shows. I love you. I've only been to like 12 or something now. Damn it. I got to start going more, Dick. But Kevin, it was so nice to meet you. Hope you have a great day.
I had a great time. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Catch you later, bro.
All right. Take care.
Take care, man.
Nick, man, you are a freaking legend. I don't know how you did it. You got all these wonderful artists on today. I did get Jason though, so I got one. But dude, wow. Great job, man. They were all really good guys too. That always makes it even better. But all the artists are awesome, nice and humble as hell, dude. They were all super talented.
Yeah, they're all talented, all very great. And I do say this often, but it always holds true. If you're an artist, make sure you post your stuff out there, because that's the way that people are going to discover you. That's how you'll make connections, and you'll only get better at doing it.
Absolutely. I didn't mean to do that. The thing started without me, dude. I set the time up on the lights.
You're fine. I was at the end. You're good. That's perfect timing.
All right. Well, anyway, all right. The reason I put this back on is this is our new song, Ghost, that just came out. We got it available on SoundCloud only right now. In about a week, it's going to be on Apple, Spotify, Pandora, and, of course, we have it on CD. Let me play it real quick. Nick, we're coming right back to you. But, Nick, you're the effing man. I love you, dude. Let's check out this our new song, Ghost.
the night I'll die of a broken heart. And they'll know you're guilty, but the case, it will grow cold. When our hell is dried up, memories remind the soul.
Well, I can still see your face, smiling back at me. When I can feel your warm shine blowing in the breeze. Would you take away all of my pain? And slowly you release me as I'm starting to fade.
They'll know you're guilty, but the case, it will grow cold. When our hell is dried up, memories remind us so. And they'll know you're guilty, but the case, it will grow cold. When our hell is dried up, memories remind us all. No more
I
pain,
can still see your face. I can feel your warm shine.
Oh, to a brand new day.
Would you take away
It's the cold
and slowly you release me?
All right, that was our new song, Ghost. You can find it up at SoundCloud. We're Stereo Joe. That's Stereo J-O. Nick, how the hell you doing back there, man?
I'm having a great time, man. There was a lot of great music tonight, and it's not over yet. We got a really cool, like, custom track right here that feels so unique.
This one's called Northern Lights. And we'll just have it on in the background when we're talking. But, okay, so we got some cool articles we're going to get. Well, actually, the one's not kind of cool. It's kind of sad about Guitar Center. We also got MGK. What do you want to get to first?
Let's kick it off with Guitar Center.
All right, let's check it out. Now, dude, this is pretty sad. Guitar Center looks like they're going to be filing for bankruptcy, or at least that's what they're talking about. May declare bankruptcy. Let's get into it, bro.
So, I'll wait for that to come up. According to the New York Times, Guitar Center could file for bankruptcy by November, having missed an interest payment of roughly $45 million earlier this month. The COVID-19 pandemic has dealt a crushing blow to business nationwide, with one survey suggesting that 1 in every 6 restaurants in the United States has closed. That's a lot. As the country's retailer of musical instruments, Guitar Center has been hit especially hard as much of its business relies on store-based sales. After missing their $45 million payment, a 30-day has been activated, which could ultimately end in default. Though Guitar Center reportedly generated $2.3 billion in sales during its most recent fiscal year, the music chain has roughly $1.3 billion in debt and had its credit rating downgraded by Moody's back in May. Despite its struggle to shift to online sales following a buyout in 2007, Guitar Center experienced a fairly successful 2.5 years, growing its sales for 10 consecutive quarters before the end of February. Spokespeople for Guitar Center and Ayers management declined to comment on the New York Times report. Wow.
Damn. Yeah, that is crazy. And I'll tell you what, I went to a Guitar Center not that long ago, and I was surprised. It was rather empty. And I figured they just weren't restocking up because they weren't sure, what was going on. Are they going to be open? Is there going to be another lockdown? So I thought they were hedging their bets. But it actually makes a little bit more sense now. I'm not surprised at all because there was slim pickings. I mean, there was some used gear there, but there was a lot of less guitars, a lot less cables. It was just kind of felt a little bit more sparse. And there wasn't nearly as many people working. Of course, you can only let a few people in at a time. I don't know, man. It really sucks. Then, of course, Amazon, you could just start to buy stuff there. If you're going to go online, you might want to go to Amazon because it could be cheaper sometimes. It depends. Amazon Prime, the free shipping. So
quicker delivery.
Exactly. So I don't know.
And the article wasn't wrong. Half of the magic is going into the store and discovering something new that you haven't seen before.
Honestly, how many times did you go to Guitar Center not expecting to buy something and then you walked out, you're like, fuck, I don't have $500. What was I thinking?
All the time.
That's if you're lucky. I remember the one time I walked out with this really expensive guitar on a payment plan. I was like, hey, what just happened? It was worth it though at the end. But I mean, damn it. Like they get you. So you're right, dude. And then it's like a pair of clothes. You can't tell like what they fit like or how it feels. I mean, you might have played one at another store, so what you're looking for. But like Gibsons, they're all different feels. So like just because you played one Les Paul, it might feel a lot different than another one. And unless you have the right exact Fender or Strat, they could feel different depending on the model, Mexican, the Pro, American, whatever. There's all different types. So yeah, man.
I got lucky with mine. I did order my Gibson off of Guitar Center offline. I was specifically looking for that finished. I just went for it with that model, and it ended up being great.
Yeah, dude, you have a sick guitar. I love that, man. But yeah, and I wonder if Sam Ash and some of the other larger retailers are experiencing the same problem. I'm sure they are because everyone's been, cutting back a little bit. But yeah, that sucks, man.
I thought it was just that venues were dealing with this because musicians are clearly still playing, but a lot of realtors and, like they said, restaurants are even closing down too. So it's both these big chains and the smaller guys both are getting hit because the smaller guys just aren't able to deal with it. But the big guys are used to having so much income, but now that it's cut to like even 30% of what they're getting, they're not able to deal with that overhead.
Yeah, that's just crazy. And a $45 million payment, that's like, you missed that, like, Jesus. Like, if I miss rent once, I'm like, holy shit, it's the end of the world. Nothing that I do, but I'm just saying, like, can you imagine freaking missing a $45 million payment? Like, damn. Nick would kick my ass.
Exactly, I'll be on you. But I do imagine that if they do go bankrupt and they start liquidating, that a lot of people are going to pick all that equipment up quickly.
Oh shit, are you kidding, dude? There was a guitar store that by me that kind of was like they were moving to another location, so they were selling everything. It was like crack, man. I was in there, I was like, I got $10. I was like, I can find something in here. Give it to me. No. But anyway, all right, we got another article. We got another article here that you got. Tell us a little bit about this.
So this isn't the first time that we brought Machine Gun Kelly on with his album Tickets to My Downfall. But this time, Machine Gun Kelly's Ticket to My Downfall album is going to be turned into a musical. His album wasn't... Yeah, it seems like he's going in the same route as American Idiot, but let's see what he's planning for his.
Nice.
Tickets to My Downfall was an ambitious jump for the rapper into the world of pop punk, but he might not be done completing his vision. According to Kelly, he's making a musical based around the album. The musical told NME that he views his Ticket to My Downfall musical as a pop punk Grease. I just shot it in 4 days with Maud's son, Kelly confirmed in the interview. It was my first time directing. Kelly revealed that the idea started to emerge from an in-joke he had with Maud's son, stating that they had to leave situations to go and watch Grease 2. Maybe that joke sparked the whole idea because now we're making new pop punk Grease, he said. It was almost like shooting 14 music videos back to back, but with a narrative that's outside of my personal life stories. He continued, it focuses on other characters, and then me, Travis Barker, are just the narrators. Me and Travis Barker are just the narrators. It's an interesting concept because it hasn't been done for an album ever, maybe outside of Pink Floyd's The Wall. Last month, Kelly's Tickets to My Downfall became his first #1 album on the Billboard 200. The record sold 26,000 equivalent album units in the United States, factoring in both sales and streams as tallied by Nielsen Music and MRC data. Of that total, 63,000 units were comprised of album sales rather than streaming equivalents. Kelly is also taking part in the Halloween in Hell conceptual podcast, continuing to bolster his resume outside of music. So it looks like he's got a lot of plans for his new album, which already has got him turning heads in the world of pop punk. He's been working with Travis Barker for quite some time, and if he's doing so on this as well, it's going to be really captivating.
That's just amazing. Wow. I was going to start making inappropriate noises off screen, but I didn't know how that would go.
I would have loved it.
Done. All right. Well, dude, we just played a little bit of Travis Barker song. We played a little Blink 182 the other night.
That's right.
Dude, that song's outplayed, but people fucking sing it and get into it.
Yeah, that's quite an old song from them, and is probably like their most cliche pop song. But you play it at any party, people are going to dance to it. And the way we play it, shoot, man, you can't compare it to that.
We get a little bit upbeat. All right, you know what I missed? I can't believe I skipped this because I'm such a stunad. We missed This Day in Music, but I'm going to go to it right now. So this is a great little website, thisdayinmusic.com. It tells you who was born this day, tells you a lot about different things, but I'm just going to get right into it, read down the list. In 1958, we had Bill Haley and the Commons played the first rock and roll show in Germany. Over 7,000 people turned out, and it turned into a riot from Bill Haley and the Commons. But okay, I guess it was rocking at the time. Today, people would be falling asleep. But okay, cool. All right, in 62, the Rolling Stones, known as the Rolling Stones, and consisted of Keith Richards, Mick Jagger, and Brian Jones, pianist, Ian Stewart, and drummer Tony Chapman recorded their first demo tape at Curly Clayton Studios in Highbury, London. They recorded 3 songs, Jimmy Reeves' Close Together, Bo Diddley's You Can't Judge a Book by Its Cover, and Muddy Waters Soon Forgotten. I really enjoy the Stones. Do you have a favorite song by them?
Honestly, when I first started listening to them, I wasn't a huge fan. But then over time, I grew to like them a little bit. Top song, I don't know if I necessarily have one.
When you're thinking, I'll name a couple. I love Beast of Burden off the Miss You album. And then, of course, that's off Some Girls. I'm sorry. Miss You is the other song I love that. Boom, 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 boom. We should have had Henry play it first. He could probably, no, can you? But that's my other one. Miss You, or Some Girls is the album. Miss You and Beast of Burden are the killer songs off of it. But what were you going to say?
I lied because I forgot this was by them. Paint It Black.
Dude, that's such a classic. Paint It Black. Even Get Off of My Cloud. Can't Get No Satisfaction. I don't love that Ruby Tuesday. That's a good one, but it's not my favorite by them. But, Give Me Shelter. They got a Brown Sugar. I'm a Greatest Hits Stones guy, but I love them. But anyway, they were great. And actually, one of her friends was on earlier. I don't know if she still is, but she covers a lot of classic rock. Her name is Madison Pisani. You're definitely going to want to check her out. She's on YouTube. She just released a cover by Fleetwood Mac Dreams. You won't be disappointed. She's freaking awesome. I actually just saw her Friday night perform live. She blew the audience away. This girl's making like 8,000 times more money than me with music. I'm freaking impressed, Madison. Great job. But okay, I'm getting on to the next song before I get too depressed. All right, in 68, San Fran Pop Festival, the 2-day San Francisco Pop Festival, was held at Alameda County Fairgrounds. The Animals, Procol Harum, Iron Butterfly, which Stereo Joe opened for, Jose Feliciano, Deep Purple, Creedence Clearwater Revival, and Canned Heat all appeared. Now, was at that festival where the bikers were the security guards and like ended up fighting the people, and there was like mayhem and like pretty crazy. Like I think there was like a lot of suing and people got really effed up. I think the Hells Angels were doing security that show. If I'm not mistaken.
Wow, I haven't heard of that. That's crazy. How would they even coordinate that?
Dude, I forget what was happening. Like, there's a whole documentary on it worth checking out. I forget the whole story, but I think they were having like trouble with security. So at the last minute, the Hells Angels volunteered, and it wasn't even their fault. There was like some sort of an issue. I forget, like something was either miscommunicated or something. And then anyway, it turned into a freaking kind of like pretty bad from what I remember. But all right, on to better news.
I got you. It's the Altamont Speedway Free Festival in December of '69.
All right, so that was a year later, but that was right around San Fran, right? I know it was in Cali.
Yes, it was in Altamont Raceway Park in Cali. I'm not sure where in California that is, but probably close there.
I think it's northern, but I could be mistaken. But all right, in 1970, getting back to the news here. I'm sorry, I go off topic. Janis Joplin, a wake was held at the Lion's Share in Samo, whatever, California, to celebrate the life of Janis Joplin. The singer who had died of an accidental drug overdose had left $2,500 in her will to throw a wake party in the event of her demise. I guess she kind of foresaw the future a little bit. The party was attended by her sister. Brownies were laced with hashish. I'm liking this story already. This sounds like a really good time, but all right, well, rest her soul. She was a great singer. In 1979, we had AC/DC appeared at the Mayfair, Newcastle upon Tyne, England, supported by Def Leppard. Did not know that. The bands were booked to appear the night before after a fire at the venue in the afternoon. The show was effing canceled. Sorry, guys. Go next. Sorry, you want to say something? Jump right in, baby.
Yeah, I'd say that's a crazy way to have to cancel the show, but I would hope that people would post or reschedule something like that.
Nick tried to start a fire on Saturday night to cancel our show because our drummer wasn't there. So Nick was like, what should I do? We were like game planning. He's like, you want me to start a fire? I was like, no. I
had a can of gasoline. He told me to put that away.
We have to start calling him the fire starter. He's Nick the fire starter from now on. But anyway, all right. In 1984, Ozzy Osbourne, 19-year-old John McCollum, killed himself that day with a .22 caliber handgun after spending the day listening to Ozzy Osbourne records. 1 year later, McCollum's parents took court action against Ozzy and CBS Records, alleging that the song Suicide Solution from the album Blizzard of Oz contributed to their son's death. The case was eventually thrown out. I remember that. That was a big deal. And that would really suck to have to go through that. You write a song and then people are like, it's your fault. I mean, it's a little bit much, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a little much to be able to try to pin something like that on a record, because they even tried to do something similar with Columbine and Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, man, it's come on, man. I mean, is it the musician's fault or is it more of the parents' fault? I'm not blaming them either, but it's like, come on, man. If we're gonna blame anyone, why would we blame people that I don't know, whatever. But okay. Anyway, we're not getting crazy here. We're going back to Whitney Houston, the greatest singer from the 1980s. And if you don't like that, you could talk to Bobby Brown. Anyway, Whitney Houston went to #1 on the U.S. singles chart with Saving All My Love for You. Also a #1 hit in the UK. That's shouting out to my friend Brass Monkey. What's up? All right. Billy Graham was killed. Jesus, man. I'm skipping past all these deaths. All right. Madonna. The Catholic churches in San Juan, Puerto Rico asked residents to tie black ribbons on trees in protest against Madonna's first live appearance in the country. That Madonna, she stole Lady Madonna's name. And then she said, like a virgin, Nick's favorite song. Love it.
I do love it, but I'm curious because it says the first time in the country, because Puerto Rico isn't a separate country.
I guess they're considering it different because it's a territory of U.S. or something. I don't know, but dude, don't get too caught on Madonna because there's real talent right underneath her, and I'm not talking about that type. 1996, the Spice Girls had their second UK #1 single, Say You'll Be There, which was not as good as Two Becomes One, but that didn't have as much commercial success. I'm joking. Started a 2-week run at the top of the charts. The song included a harmonica solo played by Judd Lander. Ooh, he also played on the solo on Culture Club's 1984 hit, Karma Chameleon. Wow. I just learned stuff I never wanted to learn in my life. Thanks, Dick.
I gotta say though, I do love Melanie C. Sporty Spice.
Oh, you were a Sporty Spice? I was a Baby Spice and Ginger Spice. In the comments, who was your Ruben? I want to know who your Spice Girl was. I'm gonna go with Scary Spice. I don't know. I could be wrong. Was anyone in for Scary Spice? I always wondered why she was in the band. I didn't think anyone liked her. Okay, anyway. 2004, Apple launched the U2 Special Edition iPod as its part of a partnership between Apple, U2, and Universal Music Group, also known as Sony. Anyway, the new U2 iPod held up to 5,000 songs and featured a red click wheel and a custom engraving of U2 band member signatures. The iPod was being introduced as the band released their new album, How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb. And if I remember, the world got so mad at U2 because they downloaded the album for free onto their iTunes, and people were just so mad that like someone would like access their library and alter it without their permission. There was like quite a bit. People were really pissed off about that. Do you remember that, or were you just knee high on your dad's?
I do remember it vaguely of people not being favorable of U2 about that. And there was a lot of controversy even beforehand of streaming services. I, growing up, did like to use streaming services because, strangely enough, even Windows Media Player back in the day, you would search and it would have a library of free music.
Huh. I wonder if they like somehow signed on for that.
Yeah, and I assumed it was normal at that point because it came standard with the computer. So I assumed growing up you just stream some music, and I had no idea how much it actually hurt the music industry. Now I actually see their arguments.
It's so funny when you're younger, you don't get it, and then people are like, why do tickets cost $60 or $100 to a concert? Well, because you don't buy anyone's music anymore. So the only way for them to make money is to jack up ticket prices. So there you go. All right. In 2004, Elvis Presley came to the top of the list as the highest earning dead celebrities. Forbes.com listed the top 5 music earners. Number 1, EP at 40 million. Number 2, John Lennon at 21 million. Number 3, George Harrison at 7 million. Number 4, Bob Marley at 7 million. And at 5, George and Ira Gershwin, who I don't know. I hate to say I'm such a loser, but I do know everybody else. Yeah. Two Beatles on that list. That's pretty amazing, actually.
And it's sad how much more money people make once they pass away.
Dude, if my family got it, I would be happy. Like, I know Jimi Hendrix has made more music somehow since he's been dead than when he was alive, but it's crazy. But anyway, Bob Dylan in 2007, 1,730 guitars played the immortal Bob Dylan's classic, Knocking on Heaven's Door. Hey, we just played that on Saturday. You can check out our friend. He came up on stage with us. He goes by Music by Vas, V-A-S, Music by V-A-S. He's on Instagram. He's a 12-year-old. He sings, he raps, he plays guitar, he plays piano, he writes songs. He's pretty amazing. But anyway, we did that cover with him too. Too bad we didn't get invited to this. But that's pretty cool. It's at the Guinness World Record held by a guitar ensemble from KC in the U.S. That beat the previous one. Oh, good. Well, actually, shit, man. They better get a better song next time. I guess they tried to pick ones that everyone could do. All right.
Hey, we should beat it. We should reach into our talent pool of everyone we've had in the Stereo Joe show and have them reach out to their people and somehow coordinate like a virtual performance of one song.
Dude, they only let us do 10 here at once, but that would be super sick. All right, in 2007, rapper T.I. was released on a $3 million bail in Atlanta after he was charged with unlawfully possessing firearms, unregistered machine guns, and silencers. U.S. Magistrate Judge Alan Baverman, it should probably be Braverman, but maybe it's Baverman, said the singer would remain under house arrest in Henry County, Georgia, being monitored 24 hours a day by a private firm paid for by himself. Wow, that sucks. He was electronically tagged like cattle. That's horrible. All right, that's horrible. Okay, I don't like those bracelets. I mean, if you're going to put them in jail, I guess, I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I never really had those, but I wouldn't like that shit on me, to be honest with you. You can't just try to shower with it on and stuff. That's horrible. I don't know how it works. Anyway, and all right, we're going back. We're almost done. In 2008, AC/DC went to number 1 on the UK album chart with Black Ice, the Australian band's 15th studio album. Damn, that's pretty impressive. All right. Oh, hold on. Now in 2010, MJ had to set the record straight. He came out with $275 million. Last time we checked, Elvis was at 44. He went up to 60, and now John Lennon went down to 5th at only 17 million. Damn.
Wow, really setting the bridge.
Right, man? I know, man. And he was great, man. But all right, in 2010, Boy George, former Culture Club vocalist Boy George, we're talking about them again, stunned an audience in England after he reportedly flying into a rage and tossing his drink onto a woman who was talking during his show. I've seen that. Actually, Drake Bell looked at my cousin because she was on her phone and he was like, really? And he did that in the middle of the show. And she was Snapchatting him. That little jerk. And then apparently Boy George said, why don't you shut the F up, you rude, see you later, see you next Tuesday person. All right, 2011, Aerosmith were forced to delay a concert in South America after Steven Tyler fell in his hotel bathroom. The singer suffered cuts to his face and lost 2 of his teeth ahead of the concert in Paraguay. Was he drunk? I don't know. He was said to have received stitches and had emergency dental work, forcing the gig to be postponed 24 hours, which is amazing that 24 hours later, he freaking played. That's amazing. All right.
Losing teeth and just anything shifting the dynamic of your mouth really sets off the way you sing. So to be able to bounce back in 24 hours at the capacity that he sings, impressive.
And you're right. He's like a true vocalist. I've been holding off dental work for last weekend because we had our big show. I didn't want to ruin it, but anyway, all right. And now Nick again with more death news. I don't know what he's doing tonight. He got great artists, but he brought the death, man. Bring her a death over here. Anyway, in 2011, Amy Winehouse, a coroner's inquest on the death of Amy Winehouse reached a verdict of misadventure. The report explained that Winehouse blood alcohol content was 416 milligrams per deciliter at the time of her death, more than 5 times the legal drink and drive limit. According to the coroner, the unintended consequences of such potentially fatal levels was her sudden death. And what a shame. And she's still so loved today. God bless her. I hope she's still making music wherever she is. In 2013, producer Quincy Jones was suing the estate of the late Michael Jackson for some of that $275 million after death income that I'm sure he wanted for millions of dollars. He said the singer's estate and Sony Music Entertainment improperly re-edited songs to deprive him of royalties and production fees. Mr. Jones stated that they also broke an agreement giving him the right to remix master recordings for an album released after Jackson's death in 2009. I'll tell you an interesting story about him. Quincy Jones, if there was a documentary on Netflix for a while ago, and the one girl that was on Netflix that Jim started dating when he transferred to not Nashville, I forget the other branch he was at, and it wasn't Scranton office, that was the main one, but he transferred to the New York office, I think, I forget which one it was, and he started dating that girl there. That was Quincy Jones's daughter. And was it Rashida Jones, I think? And I only found that out watching his documentary because she was like with him the whole time. I'm like, wait, how do they know each other? And I'm like, that's his daughter? I was like, no kidding. And but anyway, another cool fact about him was he got his big break with Frank Sinatra. And that one big album, I think it was Fly Me to the Moon. Quincy was a big part of that. So he broke a lot of ground with Sinatra back in the day. And that's how he got his name. And then, of course, the rest is history. He worked with so many people. But all right. Now, this is Nick's favorite article of the night. 2015, Justin Bieber cleaned up at the MTV's EMA's European Music Awards. For any of you Americans that are like, what the F is that? Winning Best Male, Best North American Act, Best Collaboration for Where Are You Now with Skrillex and Diplo. Biggest fans and best look. Wow, I'm definitely modeling my future. Actually, I probably should. One Direction won the prize for Best Pop. Taylor Swift's Bad Blood won Best Song, and Rihanna was named after Best Female. I'll tell you the truth. I used to like Taylor Swift. Now I'm glad Kanye went up and rained on her parade. Yeah. All right. 2009. Kurt Cobain, an olive green Manhattan brand acrylic and mohair cardigan worn by, I remember that, Kurt Cobain on Nirvana's famed Unplugged appearance on MTV's Unplugged became the most expensive sweater sold at auction after fetching a bunch of British money, $2,600 $388 or British pounds, whatever the hell you say. British. I love you guys, but I don't get the exchange rate yet. It's always fluctuating. Kills me. Anyway, a custom Fender guitar built in 1993 that Cobain used during the band's In Utero tour was also sold for over 265,000 pounds. And that was like, I think a Jag Stang. I think he combined a Jaguar and a Mustang together and made a Jag Stang. I could be mistaken. If someone wants to fact check me, they could Jimmy throwing shade. Hey, listen, you know why, Mateo? Nick is the best dressed at the band, and I got to go to every freaking concert with him where I look like shit. Nick's looking like $1 million. So this is the only time I get to look at tonight. Nick's still beating me. I'm out of here.
Hey man, you invited Voss to the show and he showed all of us up. He was dressed fly and he was ready to go.
Honestly, Voss is always dressed the best. And of course he did it this time again too. He's 12 years old, folks, and he dresses better than us. It's a little bit depressing, but he's a great guy. Go check him out. Music by Voss, V-A-S. He's on Instagram. You're going to see him all over places on YouTube. But don't forget to check out the two of us. We just released some new music on Saturday. In fact, I'm actually going to go. No, I'm not going to go back to it because I clicked out of it. Damn it. Well, that's all, folks. Thanks for coming out tonight. Nick, you got anything to say before we go?
Even though this is at the end of it, make sure you share it. Invite a couple of friends to like the page as well. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that red subscribe button and the notification bells because we do this show once a week, but we have other stuff going on too, and you don't want to miss it.
Like, what's that airs every Thursday at approximately 8 p.m. Check out the last episode. We got it on YouTube now. It's going to be awesome. We appreciate all your support. Go to SoundCloud. Check out Stereo J.O. Give us some love. Tell us why you love us. Tell us what you love about the song. And if you don't, learn to lie, folks. I'm Jimmy James for Stereo Joe. This is Nick Sextuzzi for Stereo Joe. We love you guys so much. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a great night, everybody.